Namaste, Om Shanti. I am Akansha Tikku, and right now I am in the Godlywood studio from the sets of Ek Mulakat. It is a good news that today with me in the studio we have Marianne Borgo, a French actress, and we will be unveiling her life story, and we will get to know her better, and we will learn a lot from the struggles of her life and the inspirations that she has for all of us. I wholeheartedly welcome you. Namaste. Welcome to India. Welcome to Madhuban. Welcome to the Brahmakumaris. And welcome to the Godlywood studio. Marianne Borgo.
Namaste to all of you. It's a great, great honor for me because it's a little miracle for me to have finally reached Montabou. I heard a lot about Montabou, and finally, thanks to you, I'm here. So namaste to all of you.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, of how you started your career as an actress and how you became such a known face of the world?
I'm not sure I'm a known face of the world.
Oh, yes, you are.
But I've been an actress all my life. In fact, since I was a child. And when people ask me, why did you become an actress? It's because I keep saying to everybody, when we have problems in our life, those problems are going to help us to find ourselves. It's only through great difficulties that you really discover yourself. And when I was a child, I was dyslexic and I could only read and write when I was 10 years old. And one day I was in a convent with sisters, and they've been very, very nasty, I must say, even if I like the sisters very much, but because I was such a bad student, they wanted to show to all the students that I was bad. So they put me the donkey head and put my, papers from the school in the back. And then all the children say, oh, so the donkey, the donkey, the donkey. Then when you suffer in your childhood, you forge yourself and you say, one day, I won't be a donkey anymore. And I became an actress.
That life moment inspired you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What were your feelings at that time, and how did you overcome those feelings?
Well, of course, I was full of complex. And in fact, most actors are very shy and full of complex. And is the reason we like to act and become someone else, because then we are free. We covered our own self and we become someone else. So it's wonderful.
That's a wonderful thing that you just said, that we become actors to escape from our real life and become a new character, and we can become anything.
Yes. And after a while, you take confidence,
Yes.
even if you keep your complex. And suddenly you're real, because we are all hiding ourselves, everybody.
Yes.
With different layers. But I think actors, after a while, are becoming themselves. Because we just stripped away all the other characters. And now, also, when you age, you learn that the most important thing in life is to be sincere, to be true, not to say fake stories. Because everybody in life is unique. We have all a message to deliver to the world. And it's why, you don't have to be very important, very rich or that. You just have to be yourself.
Yes. So if I go into a little more detail of your story, you were able to cope up. I see you as a confident person today, and I learned personally a lot from you. How did you eventually deal with those complexes? And there are many young actors who are aspiring to be great actors, but they are in their struggling phase. And they are dealing with a lot of complexes of the way how they look. They might not have certain part of their body might not be as perfect as, and a lot of comparison and a lot of, competition in this business.
Of course, especially for women, because we saw these magazines, all these shows, we see beautiful women, and then we are full of complex. But as I keep saying, we are all unique. So never try to be somebody else. but try to become yourself. And that's a long process. It takes a whole life sometimes.
Do you think that there should be some spiritual guidance also? These actors or young, or maybe all actors of all age groups should take some spiritual support in their life?
It is essential. But unfortunately, when you are young, you are just attracted by the fame.
Yes.
And it takes a long time. I'll give you an example. Clint Eastwood,
Yes.
which is one of the most magic actor in the world,
Yes.
was saying one day to a journalist who was asking after, a big film, so what are you going to do next? And he said, well, I'm going to try to become a better person.
Wow.
And the journalist said, what do you mean? He said, well, you see, between two films, I try to center myself and I try to help people and give people what they need. And it's not a question of money, but it's a question of being kind to humanity. And the journalist was a little bit taken back. And he said, yes, because if I become a better person, I'll be a better actor.
Yes.
So it's true when we're young, we see all the superficial things. But being an actor is very important because we can bring joy and happiness to people who are unhappy.
Yes.
And when you touch the heart of humanity, it's wonderful. And then, of course, is the reason, in France, at the time of Molière, the actors were not allowed to be buried.
Okay.
Yes. Even if they were Christian, they could not be in the
grave.
Because they were considered a bit like witches, because obviously all artists, because of their sensibility, are closer to God and to the gods and to divine things. So, you have some musician like Mozart, at 7, he was already given all that. So it's coming from other souls.
Yes.
So artists will connect in a way more easily than the normal majority of people. And then, of course, because we connect, we say, why I'm here. And then, depending from your religion, you start praying with your religion. I'm a Christian, I always wear my little cross and I'm a fervent Christian. But I need spirituality. And it's the reason I came to India and I travel all over India for many, many years. I've been going to many different ashrams. I meet, Osho, Amma, Sadhguru and all that. And I'd never been to the Brahmakumaris. So I knew, of course, a lot about you. But when I reached just 2 days ago, I was really taken by the serenity. And people are not fake, they don't smile like, it's just, they are trying to give the best of what they have.
Yes.
With just simplicity and generosity. So, of course, to come to Baba, what he has given to the world is essential. And also, it's a great tool for an actor.
Yes.
Because if you learn that eye contact, everything goes through the eyes.
Absolutely.
So if you can get into what is behind the scene, it's wonderful. So yes, I will tell to all actors, even if they don't believe in a religion, at least to close their eyes, meditate, and find why they have to be an actor. It's because they have to deliver a message.
Other than having some divine inspirations, we all know that art is created with divine inspirations. Like you ask artists all over the world, how did this beautiful piece of music come out in your mind? And he will have this wonderful answer that I just had a divine inspiration. Other than that, I feel also when you are in your low phase, of course, when you're in your high phase, you are very much connected to God. But when you are in your low phase, how important is spirituality to maintain your sanity at that time, and how it personally has helped you because I know you went through a lot of ups and downs in your life, and you have a lot to share, and maybe you can share something around that?
Well, the reason I'm today in India, and I spend 6 months a year, is because India has saved me. You have many, many secrets that we have lost in the West. And the first one, okay, we do gymnastics, we do plenty of sports. But if you do sports without spirituality, you are just developing your muscles.
Correct.
You are not treating your soul. And it's your soul who just, sometimes distract your mind. So the only way to find sanity in this world for me, it's yoga. In fact, even every year I do a retreat in Saint-Honorat with monks, French monks from Lord de Saint-Benoît.
It's in France?
Yes, it is in France. It's opposite Cannes. It's a beautiful island, and the island has belonged to the monks in the 4th century.
Okay.
And they are absolutely amazing. And in fact, they have the same routine than the Brahmakumaris. They will get up at 4 o'clock because anywhere in the world, it is the moment in the day where even the birds are asleep.
Yes.
Normally, there is no mad music going on, and it's peace. And then you can really, is this time to connect. The rest of the day, it's more difficult because you can feel the vibration of the world who is working.
Yes.
But when it is total silence, it's wonderful. So I lost what I was going to say, but it's true that it's through spirituality and through yoga that I was able to survive my old age. Because let's face it, I'm 77 years old. And after a while in France, if you have too many wrinkles, you don't exist anymore as an actress. Of course, I was working non-stop, but I was not playing the heroine anymore. So it's very frustrating when you've been playing beautiful parts and suddenly you are the old grandmother. So I decided to come to India the year of the financial crisis. I'd been there before, but it was in 2008. And to do like the hippies and to spend 5 months and do just yoga and meditation. And I was in Mandrem in Goa. And I met some fantastic yoga teachers, which has transformed my life and given me really open a path. And that's the reason after I went to many different ashrams and, through yoga, through Ayurveda, through Vatu. I mean, I'm totally into the Hindu secrets.
Okay. 5 short lessons that you would like to give to people like me who are still on their journey to explore, who have not explored much of spirituality, and in their careers they want to achieve great heights, what they should do and what they should completely not do.
Well, I think the first step is to follow what you eat. You have to be clean, to be able to know what your body needs.
Disciplined?
Discipline. So you can go to someone who knows better, or even if you want, have all the tests to know which allergy you can have and all that. And that makes sure that you, of course, smoking is not good. Drinking also. From time to time, a good red wine is very good for blood circulation. But you have to find really what is good for your body, what you need. That's the first step. The second step, whatever religion you are following, don't force yourself to really follow everything. Okay. Do it when you feel you have to do it. But always keep a time in the day to just close your eyes and to say, thank you, God. And then, of course, try every day to do something good to someone that you don't know. Because it's very easy to be nice to your family, to your friends. But to someone, that you don't like sometimes, try to have that. And of course, suddenly, the best feelings I've ever had in my life. It's after my mother died. Of course, I was desperate. My mother had a stroke, and she was extraordinary because she was paralyzed for 17 years. And I looked a lot after her, so I know what is this kind of terrible disease when you are paralyzed. And one day, I was just visiting old people in hospital. And I really fallen in love with a little Polish lady who was like my mother, in a wheelchair and half paralyzed and could hardly speak. And I started to, looked after her like if she was my mother. And really to give love and attention and care to someone that you don't know is the best present you can have from life.
Yes, really.
Because we are always interested by something. We always expect, especially when we're young, we always expect things from people. But when you give without expecting anything, it's wonderful. And obviously, it's also what I've learned from the Brahmakumaris, because you give without expecting anything. And that's really the secret of love.
And that really gives you a contentment and a peaceful sleep at night.
Absolutely.
Anything else you want to add to that? You mentioned about having a clean diet.
Yes.
Then you mentioned about taking out time for prayer and not forcing yourself into it, but being true to yourself. Then being kind to others.
And of course, yoga. Yoga is a wonderful way of balancing your energy, or any other sports, but do a sport. Walking also is fantastic.
Okay.
Anything
like how we can protect ourselves, because being in your profession, I'm sure you would meet a lot of negative people who would be jealous of you. Or
one day, someone gave me a very good recipe, which is a mental bouclier, I will say in French. It means, especially in France, people are very critical. And if you have a first night, and of course, there will be all the fashionable people watching you, and there will be something, why did she get that part? I should have had it, little jealousy. So what you do before entering into stage or anywhere, you just imagine, hula hoop, so you imagine you make a circle, a light, like this color, a light blue circle around you to protect you from the arrows.
Okay.
Alors, the blue color, I suppose it's because someone who told me was Christian, and maybe what the Virgin Mary was wearing, a little pale blue. But any colors will do. If it has to be white, if it has to be the color of the Brahmakumaris, yes. But just
create a layer of protection around you.
Yes.
And we can always think that we are protected in God's canopy.
Exactly. Yeah.
How do you feel like after coming here? It has been almost 2 days. What do you want to talk about this place? You have been to Pandav Bhavan, you've been to Gyan Sarovar. What did you like the most, and what would you like to visit again? And anything that you want to tell about or share about the experience?
Every moment has been very special. It's different steps. But obviously, when we went right to the Mont Abu, and when we were in the very small prayer, the dome, and I've got great difficulty to pray and connect and meditate when there are too many people, because then I'm becoming an actress, and because actors are studying humanity all the time, so I'm too much concerned about the people around me. So what I liked in the dome, there was just one lady who was standing for many hours, I suppose, and we came in, and then I was totally taken by the eyes of Baba, and I felt his presence, and I felt different afterwards. And of course, to come back to the fantastic film of Arilal, The Light, that I've seen at the Rajasthan Film Festival, he was with me. because when you know more about his life, what he did and what he has created, and of course, when you grab all the energy of the place, which is before him, which is a cosmic force, then it's magic. So really, I had an intense moment. And you said I came 2 days ago. I had the feeling I've been here for months because we've done so many things. We've seen so many beautiful views and people and interacting. It's just, I'm very fortunate at my age. As we say, it's never too late, but to be connected with you. And I must say, it's thanks to you. And it's thanks to Shika, and who is a wonderful, wonderful Guruji from Khajuraho. And it's thanks to him that when we went to the temple at 5 o'clock, that I met you, these wonderful two ladies, and that I'm here today. So thank you so much.
Thank you. So it's a beautiful journey that started from Khajuraho. We met Marianne at the film festival that was organized in Khajuraho. And the light was screened there. And after that, we went for a short walk in the temple, and that is from where we connected. And all the audiences will be very happy to know that she became instrument in inviting us to the Jodhpur Film Festival, the Rajasthan Film Festival, where The Light won the Best Animation Award. And so thanks to you, you became a very big instrument for inviting the Brahmakumaris to Jodhpur. And of course, Sudhirji became an instrument for connecting you to Brahmakumaris. And I hope that this journey will continue and that you find your new path of spirituality through the Brahmakumaris. And you become an instrument not just for us, but for the world, and help people of your profession and young adults who are still struggling with complexes way forward. Thank you for your time. And thank you for all the valuable information and all the valuable jewels of the life of your life that you shared with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I've just to say to all the young people, come to Montabou, and that will change your life.
Thank you. So thank you very much to all of you who've been watching this show from this beginning. And I thank Marianne Borgo for sharing a valuable jewels of her life, for the life lessons that she shared with us, the inspiring and struggle story that she had and how she overcame her complexes, and an inspiration that she gave to all of us of how one should be able to fight with his or her own complexes, and how spirituality can be a backbone and support for all of us. So stay tuned with us for more episodes of Ek Mulakat. Thank you very much.